But we are back, aren't we? This is part two. So, as I got older, something started to change. When I first joined the fire department, I was the kid asking all the questions. I was the one trying to learn, trying to earn my place, trying to prove that I belonged. The, then one day, without even realizing it, I wasn't the new guy anymore. There were younger firefighters walking through those same bay doors. They had the same nervous look. I remember having the same questions, the same uncertainty. And it hit me. I'd become the person somebody else was looking up to. That realization humbled me because I remembered exactly how important those first few days had been for me. One encouraging word, one lesson, one person taking a little extra time. Those things mattered more than they probably ever knew. So I started asking myself, what kind of example am I setting? Not just when people were watching, but all the time. Because whether we realize it or not, someone is always learning from the way we live. Maybe it's a child, maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's a younger firefighter, maybe it's somebody in your family. People pay attention to what we do far more than what we say. One of the greatest lessons I ever learned about leadership was this: leadership isn't about having followers, it's about creating more leaders. The best officers I ever worked with didn't try to make themselves look important. They taught me, they coached, they corrected, they encouraged. Their goal wasn't to be the smartest person in the room. Their goal was to leave the room better than they found it. I've carried that lesson with me ever since, whether I'm at work, recording this podcast, or just talking to somebody who's having a hard day. I ask myself one question: can I leave this person a little better than I found them? Imagine if all of us lived that way. Imagine if every conversation ended with somebody feeling a little more hopeful, a little more encouraged, a little more seen. The world would look different. I think about the firefighters who invested in. None of them knew we'd be talking about them years later. They weren't looking for recognition. They were simply doing what good people do. They saw a kid who wanted to learn, and they decided he was worth investing in. That decision changed my life. It makes me wonder, how many lives are changed every single day because somebody chooses kindness instead of criticism? How many futures are different because somebody took 5 extra minutes to teach instead of tearing somebody down? Those moments matter, even if you never know it. Maybe you've been waiting for somebody to change your life. Maybe you've been hoping the right person would come along. What if you're that person for somebody else? What if there's a young kid watching the way you work, watching the way you treat people, or watching the way you handle adversity? What if your example becomes the reason they believe in themselves? You don't have to be famous to leave a legacy. You don't have to have millions of followers. Sometimes changing one person's life changes generations. One thing I've learned that encouragement costs us very little, but it can mean everything to the person receiving it. A simple, "I'm proud of you. I believe in you. You're doing a good job." Those words stay with people. I know they stayed with me. There were times I doubted myself, times I wondered if I was ready, times I didn't know whether I belonged. And then somebody believed in me. Sometimes that's all a person needs: someone who sees potential before they see perfection. If you're listening today, I want to challenge you. Think about one person who's just starting, somebody who's just starting out, someone who's younger, somebody who's struggling, someone who needs encouragement. This week, reach out to them, send them a message, make a phone call, invite them to lunch, tell them Tell them they're doing better than they think they are. You have no idea how much those words might mean. The people who changed my life probably thought they were doing something small. But looking back, it wasn't small at all. It was life-changing. So we'll be right back. And we're gonna do 3. So let me get that set up, and we'll be right back with part 3.